Hi, I thought I'd do another little walkthrough of one of the pieces I finished recently. I would have done it earlier, but it's been a really rough week. So this one is a Regency themed ephemera-pack and journal all in one. So it's got an ephemera-pack with different flip out pockets here. And then it's got a journal in the back. It's a single signature. I have my own printer now, so I'm able to do up my own collage designs and ephemera, and it's amazing. So my goal on this one was to actually come up with as much actual Regency era styled ephemera that I could. So here we go. So let's do a little walkthrough. Let's do the journal first. So the journal and the ephemera-pack tie shut with ribbons. So the journal's in the back. So let's skip ahead to that. So here we've got as a little journal card. So all of these are blank on the back. So this is a ticket to the British Museum from 1790, which you can use as a little tuck card. A little journal card. There's a lovely vintage Regency lady in a gown sitting in a chair. A lovely dancing Regency lady. So there is a little pocket that is an ad to subscribe to a series of dress balls from 1811, 1812. So that's the pocket. And then the little journal card tucked inside it is an invitation to a pleasure ball in 1809. And then there's some striped pages. And then there's some pages. So these are all sort of parchment pages other than the striped ones. And there's a lovely pale blue ink design that I've put in here with using the Tim Holtz alcohol inks. A paper doily decorated up with stencil and a lovely Regency, lady in a Regency, pink Regency ball gown. Another gentleman. Again, my focus is on lots of places to actually write in my journals, so there is a focus on a lot of pages. This is a page from Sense and Sensibility. I cannot bring myself to cut apart an Austen book, so this is actually a printout of a Regency book from Sense and Sensibility. There's a little place under there to write. There's a little tuck spot in here which folds out, which is a bigger sort of journal page that you can write on, which is actually an advertisement for coaches and carriages from Bath, public carriages from Bath in England. And then here there is a little envelope, lovely image on the front, and a little card inside of a lovely Regency lady writing at her desk. Again, more, this is the center of the signature. This is a Regency era trade card for a haberdasher, tucked in behind this lovely lady. And then in here, I've used as the tuck pocket a membership card for a circulating library from the Regency era. And then the tuck cards are a bookseller's trade card and a chemist or druggist trade card from, I think that's from the late 1700s. Again, more pages in here. A nice little crown cutout put in with the crown and 3 feathers of, which was the emblem of the Regency, the Prince of Wales in England. A little pocket made with vellum paper using a lovely Regency wallpaper design. And then the journal card tucked in there is a very coquettish Regency lady, possibly the most coquettish image I've found in the Regency. Trimmed that, by the way, with a little bit of cream lace. Again, a little bit of blue stenciling here, nice and subtle. There's sort of a belly band, which is an invitation to basically various theater acts and entertainments from the late 1700s, early 1800s. And the little journal piece is a little folded excerpt from the Vicar of Wakefield, with the front page and an image. And actually this image is copied from the documents the archives of Jane Austen. This is actually a copy of the front page of her copy of The Vicar of Wakefield. I've got a little Regency era fan tucked in here as a tuck spot, and tucked into it is a reproduction of a Royal Drury Lane theatre ticket to for a benefit, Mr. Stokes benefit, and that's from 1808. Put a little bit of ribbon on the fan, there's a little bit of detailing. Again, another more striped pages for journaling. And then a little tuck spot here near the end, which shows some Regency people dancing. Notice it's a lot more lively looking than what we tend to think of for Regency dancing. We tend to perceive them as being very stodgy. That's very not stodgy. Looks very, very, very fun. There is a little journaling note paper with the 5 positions of dancing. I thought that was a fun little illustration to include. Another trade card this is a ladies' shoe manufacturer trade advertisement from the time period, and then a lovely journaling card of a lovely Regency lady in her ball gown with a very nice matching turban and reticule. Again, subtle little stenciling on the pages in blue. Another little tuck spot. This is actually the tuck. The pocket is made from a copy, again, from the Austen archives of a boot and shoe receipt. And then a little card of a lovely Regency lady in a walking outfit with a very large fur muff. And another invitation to a ball. This one from 1816, and this one's an invitation to a bachelor's ball. And this is the end of the book, the journal portion, and again, a lovely lady as a tuck spot with another, which one is this? Oh, Jackson's Habit Warehouse. So this is a place where you can get clothing, and specifically specializes in clothing for masked balls from the 1800s. So that is the journal portion. So now I'll introduce you to, this is the ephemera fold-out portion. Again, the whole thing, as you can see, is trimmed with lace and trim. There's like a dark brown lace, a nice cream lace, and a pale pink lace, and brown lace here, and a little bit of brown braid. So on the front cover, there's a little journal card, which is an advertisement for a stay maker. Now, stays is another term for corset. And then inside that pocket is a journal card, which is a country dancing, the front page of a country dancing book on country dances from the time period, from the early 1800s. And then that flips open, and there's just a little bit of my collage paper on the inside. And there's a lovely lady on here, and then tucked in this pocket is the, Gentleman and Ladies Companion. Another an etiquette booklet from 1798. So that's another little journaling card, and that is tucked in here. And then that opens up to just a nice watch trade card advertisement. And then this lovely lady has another little journal card, which is a ticket to the Royal Drury Lane theatres, a ticket to the boxes to admit to, and also tucked behind her is a reproduction of an 1832 King's Theatre admission token. These were made out of ivory. Can you imagine? So it was probably, this would be a season ticket to the King's Theatre for 1832. So this little token, this ivory token, would get you into the theatre for the year. Again, this is decorated with a nice brown trim and lace, and it opens up. Oh, sorry, and it actually has it has things tucked in here. So it has a frontispiece to the book Emma, which is a nice little journal paper that I've tucked in there. So that's the pocket there. Oops. And then this pocket here has another little tuck, and it is a another extract from a book owned by Jane Austen called Elegant Extracts, and it is from 1801, and this actually belonged to Jane Austen. This is from the Jane Austen archives, and a very nice frontispiece that makes a nice little piece of note paper, and then that flips open, and there's another Prince Regent's emblem in here, and a little tuck card, which is an invitation to the a ladies voucher to LMAX, which was a ladies club, and they had balls in the 1800s. And then that brings you to this little page, which has this lovely woman who is a tuck spot. She's got a bit of pink lace below her. She's got a ticket to the exhibition ball of 1805, which is tucked behind her. She has another little ivory King's Theatre token tucked under here. And then tucked behind this sheer vellum image of a Regency ballroom is another little bookseller's trade card from the late 17 and early 1800s. And then tucked in this pocket back here are a couple of things. There's a little bookmark journal card with a lovely Regency lady with a fan and book. And that just goes in here. And another little, folding bit of paper for making notes on, which is another advertisement for a Royal Menagerie advertisement for a London entertainment. So I thought that was fun. And then that flips open, and it's an advertisement for the Book of Etiquette. And that brings you to this pocket, which has another bookmark journaling card, and has a writing piece of ephemera. The dress ball subscription has another little ephemera card, and I've put that under another Regency era trade card. And then tucked in here is another note paper, which is a Regency era receipt for a pastry cook, also again from the Jane Austen estates. And then that brings us to the final fold out. I hope this doesn't cut off before I'm done. Again, with my own collage paper, another image from one of the balls, a Regency era ticket to the pits for the Drury Lane Royal Theatre, tucked under this very dapper young gentleman. And then tucked in here, I have a whole bunch of little treats. There is this is a catalog for a circulating library. Again, a nice piece of note paper. The Circulating Library membership card. Tucked behind him is another Drury Lane ticket from 1819. Oops. There we go. I'll tuck these in here. And then the final thing tucked underneath this pocket is a printout of a Regency era letter, which I have aged up and folded as it would have been folded in the Regency era. So I'm trying to do this so that you can see it on the screen. So this tucks in here. This would have been a seal over this, and when you opened it, it would tear the letter. And this is how a Regency letter was written and addressed. So there's some of the letter. There's some more notes. There is the address. And I've left the back blank rather than reprinting the other side so that you can actually write your own thing in there. And then you can fold it all up the same way they did. Tuck the paper inside itself. And voila! A little Regency letter to a physician in Edinburgh. And that is my Regency-themed journal and ephemera package. I really hope you like it. I'm trying to determine again whether I am willing to put this one up for sale. This was actually done as a little passion for me. Whoops, I did those backwards. You can do it any way you like. It's just I like to have this one in the front. Anyway, I hope you like it. This is my Regency-themed ephemera-pack and journal. Please let me know if you like it. This was a labor of love. As I say, I've been working on several projects at once. This one took an awful lot of my energy and time, and I'm actually really quite fond of it. Thank you very much. Bye.